We're in Ljubljana, capital of Slovenia, and we're going to do what they call a milk run, which means no action, nothing to be worried about, but nonetheless exciting cross-country trip. So let's check out the map. So we're going to start off heading to the west, southwest, then we're going around counterclockwise for a change. No, I'm sorry, we're going to go clockwise, what I'm talking about. First stop is Ljubljana Castle, which is represented in the sim, not in great detail, but the hill it sits on is there, the shape's correct, and it's a really good visual turning point. You fly across Ljubljana, just before you get to these mountains you turn right. Fly along for 9.7 miles, and we get to this intersection here, which is actually a bridge. We go to the satellite imagery to see it more clearly. There we go. It's actually a bridge, and easy to identify by the two big ponds on the left there. We turn right, fly up a valley, go back to the terrain mapping so you can see the valley. It's got a road, follows it all the way up, another 10 miles I think, yep, 10.5 miles till we get to Gorija. And there's a bridge right at the centre of that thing, let's have a look at that out. There we go, quite easy to spot. Set the drone over there before, there's a river and then this intersection, looks like a couple of churches on the right, and then we turn up another valley and head up to the northeast, pretty much we can follow it as closely as we like, back to the airport. So to summarise, we're going pretty much south to the castle, right to the start of the valley, up that valley, turn right, up another valley, and there's our milk run. Should be nice scenery and a lot of fun. So let's get in the milk cart and give it a go.
Okay, 6:24 in the morning, which is appropriately early for a milk run, although having been on a couple in my lifetime, I can tell you it's actually very late for a milk run. But let's do it. So we're going to take off. We're facing north at the moment, heading 300. Let me just dial that into my nav gear. Down 300, and we're going to make a right turn, head south down to Ljubljana Castle. Full throttle, wheel brake off. Here we go. Runway lights are still on, we can see, and I'll be turning off shortly, I guess. 70 knots, 90, 110, rotate. Yep, gear up. Flaps up. Going through 170 knots. 90, 200. Okay, let's start our right turn. Beautiful looking mountains. 260, we're still accelerating. And we're coming down to the south. To the south, yeah. A few degrees more and we're on track. Pretty much heading due south. Okay, stable at about 380 knots. Roger that. Fly between these two big hills, nice landmarks, with a river on the other side, road up the middle. pretty much continue down along the river. You can see Ljubljana in front of us. Let's go to the right wing camp. There it is. Nice. Left wing tip to the west. East, sorry. I'm talking about sun comes up in the east generally. Okay, right across the centre of town. And very close to the, in fact I almost missed it. It was only a 10-mile run. There's the castle is on this rather large hill here. Appropriately at the entrance to the valley, I guess, from historical times. There it is on the left. Nice. Cool. Right, now we're heading to the west, pretty much right on track. Another 10 miles to our turn point. Could probably follow this road if we wanted to, actually. And we'll be flying back up through those mountain valleys to the right shortly. About 6 miles to go. Try to get the turn plane off the right wing. About 5 miles. Yep, could definitely follow that main road. Somewhere up ahead in that flat land is where we'll be turning right about 5 miles from now. Slow up so I don't miss it. Just skirt this hill on the left. Climb a little, try to get a better view. A bit more to the left. And let's have a look. Somewhere down where that river meets this main road, I'd say. Let's go to the right wing view. Yep, that bridge, and there's the two big lakes, 2 ponds, 2 lakes, I guess they are. Cool. Now we're going to head pretty much straight up that valley. Or rather, turn much harder and go up this valley, I should say. Yep, about 90-degree turn required there. To find... Okay, there's the valley, just around this little hill, and then there we go, up to the northwest. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay, let's do our version of the what do they call it, the muck circuit in Wales. They rocket up these valleys at great speed. I think I'm a little bit left of track, but let's I mean, I am left of track, but my track's not perfectly aligned with the valley because that's not a straight line. So I'll just do my best here. And we're back on track now, and we are in a valley. So yeah, let's continue up this way. I can see the next turn point already in the distance there. Pretty much off the top of the canopy, or the ejector seat in front, you can see the V-shaped gap between the hills. That'll be our next turn point. Yep, in here we're going to do a hard right turn. It's actually about a 100-degree turn. This is it. That's where we're going. Okay. Okay, this is much easier to see this time than the previous valley. It's a compromise. If you want to put lots of legs in the flight, you can follow every turn of the valley, but it gets too fiddly. This one worked out pretty well though, because it's yeah. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And bear in mind, that's the first time I've flown this route, so I'm sure on a second leg I'd probably make a better guesstimate about which river to follow. But anyway, this is fun, this is working. 360 knots. Doing some pretty steep turns to say in this near the river in the valley. About halfway up it. A lot of fun, yeah. Cool. And that's pretty much it there. It's only about 5 miles. Back onto the plane again. PLAIN. And heading back to the airport. Very nice. Let's call them up. It's a pretty short route. Ljubljana approach. No, I don't want that. I want to land. Tower. Landing, please. Thank you.
Ljubljana Tower, Big 007 is 5 miles west, 1,500 feet with Sierra to land. Big 007, Ljubljana Tower. Altimeter 29.88 with 207 at 12. Big left traffic runway, train 0.
Cool. Same runway we took off from, which is not surprising. Left traffic.
Enter left traffic runway, train 0, MiG 007.
There's a runway right there. So heading downwind. I think I'll turn at the end of this section of forest here.
007 with 207 and 12. Cleared to land runway, train 0. Cleared to land runway,
Yep,
train
round
0,
about
MiG
here.
007.
Shortly east of the noise. Speed brake out. Gear down. Flaps down. One 60 knots. Put the speed brake in. Throttle's full idle, coming in a bit low. 136. I'll just keep the stick back. 125. A little bit higher now. 116 threshold, so let it drop. 104. We'll touch out 95. We're 100. Stick back and touch down at 95 and a half. It happens quickly, doesn't it? Yeah. Those last few seconds are so critical. And then of course I got flustered and let it wander everywhere after the landing. Needed a lot of right rudder. Not to matter, this is the honest flight channel. There's no perfection here. Just do the best I can. Yep. Thank you.
Going to 121.9 or train next 007.
Might as well taxi over to parking so we can enjoy this lovely mountainous backdrop. It's quite stunning. I think I'll park near that big green jet. Looking out for the ground vehicles. Yeah, this airport's certainly got some of the most fantastic scenery behind it that I've seen yet, I think. This will do. Park in the shade. Parking brake on. And end of our milk run.